golf industry wants you to believe a lie. They want you to believe that you need to spend £649 right now, today, or you will be left behind. They use words like revolutionary, unprecedented, polymesh, and AI optimized design. They tell you that speed is hidden in the face, or the chassis, or the carbon crown. But I am not a marketing guide. I am a finance consultant. And in my world, I don't care about objectives. I don't care about buzzwords. I care about the numbers. Today, I'm performing a forensic audit on the decision to buy a new driver. Is buying a brand new driver a legitimate asset for your game, or is it just a massive liability for your net worth? Welcome to the audit. Let's start with the methodology. Most golfers treat buying a club like emotional investing. You go to a demo day, you hit one shot out of the screws that goes 260 yards, and the dopamine rush hits. You hand over your credit card immediately. In the financial world, that is how you go broke. We don't make decisions based on feelings. We make decisions based on the spread between cost and return. So I went back and pulled data from independent testing sites like MyGolfSpy and other non-sponsored labs. I wanted to see the trend line of what I call marginal gains. Here's the reality the manufacturers do not want you to see. If you look at the average driving distance of a standard amateur golfer using a premium driver from 2013, the average total distance was roughly 246 yards. Now let's fast forward a full decade, 10 years of groundbreaking innovation later, 10 years of split frames and twist faces. The average distance for that same golfer using a 2026 model, it is roughly 256 yards. That's a gain of 10 yards over 10 years. 1 yard of progress per year. Now let's audit the cost side of that equation. In 2013, a premium driver cost about £250, or maybe 300 if you went exotic. Today, the standard retail price is creeping towards £649. Let that sink in. So the cost to enter the market has effectively more than doubled. But the performance output has increased by less than 4%. In the business world, we call this diminishing returns. And usually when a project hits this level of diminishing returns, we shut it down completely. But let's dig a little deeper. I want to introduce a metric that I use to evaluate every single piece of equipment. It is called a CPY, or the cost per yard. If you're upgrading from a driver that is, say, 5 years old, the data suggests you aren't getting that full 10-yard jump. You might gain, at best, maybe 4 or 5 yards of total distance. So let's run the math on that transaction. The cash outflow is £649. The return on investment is 5 yards. So you divide 649 by 5, you get a CPI of £129.80. £129, guys, per yard. Imagine you're standing on the first tee box on Saturday morning. A man walks up to you and says, excuse me, sir, I can move your ball 1 yard closer to the hole, but you have to pay me £130 in cash right now. You would tell him to get lost. Come on. You would laugh in his face. Yes, that is exactly the transaction you are making when you tap your card for that brand new shiny driver. You're paying a premium rate for a negligible asset. But the audit isn't over, because the financial damage doesn't stop at the purchase point. We need to talk about the exit strategy. Unlike a Rolex or a house or even a classic car, modern golf clubs are rapidly depreciating assets. They are like bananas. They go bad very quickly. I looked at the secondary market data on eBay for drivers that were released just 3 years ago. Drivers that were marketed as the king of speed. The drivers sold for £500 plus on launch day. Today on eBay, this same driver are trading for roughly £180. That is a 64% loss of capital in 36 months. So what is the auditor's final verdict? We have looked at the initial capex, we have looked at the marginal utility, and we have analyzed the depreciation curve. My official opinion is as follows. Unless your current driver literally has a crack in the face or is made of wood from 1995, this purchase is a big audit fail. It is bad value. The data proves that the technology has plateaued, but the prices have skyrocketed, covering marketing budget and improved profit margins for the manufacturers. So if you actually want to improve your return on investment, here's my advice. Take that £600, spend maybe 150 buying a used driver from 2021. The performance difference for the average amateur golfer is statistically zero. Then take the remaining £450, put half of it into lessons to fix your slice, and put the other half into your ISA or Roth IRA to fund your golf addiction in retirement. That is how you lower your handicap and keep your net worth growing. Stop buying the marketing hype. Start auditing your game. I've made that mistake twice in the last couple of years, and I don't intend to make it again. Don't listen to the hype. Don't listen to all the YouTube reviews. Just be strategic and think about where your money will have the most impact. Class dismissed.